Blue Lock, for those who don't know, actually has a side story called Episode Nagi, and from the name alone, you could probably assume that it's based around Seishiro Nagi as the main protagonist. Now, Episode Nagi follows the same current storyline that we all know, however, it's just from the perspective of Nagi, so everything we see in the story happen is the same. It's just from Nagi's point of view. Episode Nagi is set to premiere in April of 2024 as, I believe, a movie, and we have already gotten another trailer for it, which has shown a lot more about the character designs as well as the animation style that will be used. Now, I am going to leave a spoiler warning, as while this is a side story following the same general plot, there is still new information being revealed about Nagi and Ryo, so if you wish to not be spoiled for it, you can click off now, but if not, stay and watch. So the trailer begins by giving us more information about Nagi and Ryo's story back in school, aside from the information we already knew from the main series, which we can see here. We see Nagi's famous phone trap. And from this shot of Ryo alone, I can already tell that this movie is going to be giving us upgraded character acting aside from the simple mouth motions you would typically get in the main series. And we can also hear the same voice actors doing a narration, which is good because now we're getting the same voice actors for Ryo and Nagi. Now this next shot is actually one that inspired me to make this video because it actually shows the animation style that they're going to be using for the game. Now the biggest complaint about the Blue Lock anime that I have heard was the CGI and the 3D animation of the players during the second selection. However, from this scene's animation, we can hope and pray that there will be very little 3D animation. Mostly because for this shot, it could have been way easier if they used a CGI character for Ryo to move around. Instead, they used a 2D one. Now from this shot alone, we can kinda hope that there will be very little 3D animation, but there's no way to confirm. We then get this sudden cut to Ego and the Blue Lock project, where we hear Ego's speech over some character shots. And honestly, I think that the characters look way more detailed and refined in these shots, specifically Chigiri and Zantetsu. We also get to see the Wanima brothers, Kunigami, and Barlow in a follow-up, which Barlow looks honestly really good, and the animation technique that they use for this shot with Barlow really reminds me of when Isagi failed to score a goal in the Team Y match and had to zoom out to see Gagamaru saving it. I really liked that scene, and it was probably my favorite scene in the first selection, and I really enjoy seeing that animation technique being used here, so that makes me kinda happy. But we probably get the best shot in the trailer, and that's this shot here with Nagi. See, in the previous season, the egos of the players were mostly given this smoky aura effect with no real depth to their design difference. It's mostly just a simple color change. But now here we can see that Nagi's ego is actually taking shape, which is a change that I was really hoping to see. We then get to see a character shot of Isagi, which he looked even more refined than his anime counterpart. And lastly, we see Ryo and Nagi's aura in their eyes. I really like the lightning effect that they have within the smoke, and it seems to give the aura more foundation and makes it look a whole lot better to me. It also kind of reminds me of the zone from Kuroko's Basket, so that's kind of cool too. Now unfortunately, that's all we have for this trailer. However, with everything that's been revealed about the changed style and animation techniques used in this movie, I hope that 8-Bit can apply this to the future anime season. Because for those who are unaware of this, 8-Bit Studios is the animation studio for Blue Lock, which also happens to animate reincarnated as a slime, and with slime's high quality animation and incredible sound effects, I can note that these can be applied to both the upcoming movie as well as the second season of the anime. And the last thing that I wish to make aware for everyone is that this movie will most likely only be covering the first selection, so we will most likely not be seeing any Itoshi Rin in this movie. This is because the Episode Nagi manga is currently on the second selection, and it cannot adapt chapters that don't exist yet. So it will probably just finish off at the end of the first selection. And I just wanted to make everyone aware of this, that way they aren't getting their hopes up too high. But anyways, what did you guys think of the trailer? And for the question of the video, have you read the Episode Nagi manga? And if so, what are you most excited to see adapted? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the start of the new year, so if you could just hit that little red button, it doesn't cost you anything, and in return, you get tons of Blue Lock content. So, pretty please? But anyways, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe for more content just like this.